The greatest trick the modern world ever played was convincing you that your identity is something to be protected. From the moment you are born, society hands you a script. They tell you to find yourself, to be true to who you are, to protect your ego at all costs. But look closely at the masses. Look at the people desperately defending their identities online, in arguments, in their daily lives. They are trapped in a cognitive cage of their own making. When you say, "This is just the way I am," you're signing a contract with mediocrity. You are declaring that your past trauma, your current laziness, and your baseline habits are permanent fixtures of your reality. The average person is a slave to their own self-image. If they fail, their ego shatters. If they are criticized, they crumble, because they have tied their entire self-worth to a fragile, static identity. The top 0.01% understand a brutal truth. Your identity is an anchor, and if you want to achieve escape velocity, you must cut the rope. This is the architecture of the ghost strategy. To become truly elite, you must become a ghost. A ghost has no fixed form. A ghost is unbothered by the opinions of the living. A ghost moves in complete silence and cannot be touched by the friction of the crowd. To operate like a ghost, you must systematically detach your emotions from your results. The master does not care if they are perceived as a genius or a fool. They do not care if they are understood. They only care about the execution of the protocol. If a strategy fails, the average man feels like a failure. The ghost simply views it as data. They adjust, they adapt, and they move forward, with terrifying sovereign indifference. But to reach this level of psychological invincibility, you must commit the ultimate act of betrayal. You must betray your former self. You cannot take the person you are right now to the place you want to go. The version of you that requires 8 hours of sleep, constant validation, and a perfectly balanced life is not equipped for the mountain. That version of you must be slaughtered. You must be willing to let your old identity die in the fire of your new ambition. When you begin this process, the world will resist you. The people who know you will become uncomfortable. They will say you have changed. They will say you are too intense, that you are losing your grip on reality. Understand this. Their discomfort is not about you. Your evolution holds up a mirror to their cowardice. By becoming unrecognizable, you remind them of everything they are too terrified to become. Do not argue with them. Do not explain your vision to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Ghosts do not negotiate with the living. They simply disappear from the frequencies where the masses operate. This is why silence is the ultimate weapon. The modern world is addicted to broadcasting every minor victory, every emotion, and every thought. The ego demands an audience. But every time you announce your plans, you leak the dopamine that should have been used to execute them. You trade the reality of achievement for the cheap illusion of praise. Stop telling them what you're going to do. Let them sleep while you build the architecture of their future reality. You must view your life as a laboratory. You are the scientist, and you are the subject. If you need to be aggressive today to win the battle, put on the mask of the warrior. If you need to be highly analytical tomorrow, discard the warrior and become the machine. You are not your anger. You are not your anxiety. You are not your past failures. You are the consciousness that directs the vehicle. When you detach from your identity, you become unkillable. You cannot cancel a ghost. You cannot humiliate someone who does not care about your perception of them. Look at the concept of friction in physics. Friction is the resistance that one surface or object encounters when moving over another. Your ego is the ultimate source of friction. It drags against the opinions of others. It catches on minor insults. It demands to be comfortable. When you kill the ego, you become aerodynamic. You slip through the chaos of the world without losing an ounce of momentum. The path to the top 0.01% is entirely empty. It is a lonely, freezing ascent. It is not for the fragile. It is not for those who need to be told they are good. Leave the crowd behind. Cut the anchor of your past. Stop trying to find yourself, and start deciding what you're going to create. Step into the void, become the ghost, and let the world wake up to a reality they never saw coming.